What's going on, world? Brian Wright here, and you're now tuned into the Brian Wright Radio Show, where we offer value in the form of content that'll help you change your mindset, that'll help you change your life, and to help you become the best version of yourself. No matter if you're male or female, no matter what gender, no matter what race, no matter what religion, everybody's welcomed here. Because at the end of the day, in my eyes, everything is pointing in the same direction. People just call it different paths. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody for tuning in. You know, I went for a walk this morning, right? And, I go for a walk so I could try to stay in shape. I'm not the best built person. I'm not Arnold Schwarzenegger or nobody like that. But, I understand that, walking at least a little bit a day can keep the weight away. You understand what I'm saying? And when I was walking, I was just looking at nature and I seen the pond and I seen the ducks and, I seen everything that was in that area. And it just made me think like life is about movement. That's the topic of the day. Life is about movement. Now, why am I getting out there walking? Because I understand that if I want to maintain a certain weight or lose weight, one thing that I have to do is I have to keep moving. Because the minute I stop moving, right, I'm going to get lazy. I'm going to sit around the house. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to do anything. And I'll probably, my mama cooks, and I try to, push the plate away sometimes because, where I come from, they eat that soul food. You know what I mean? And it's good. But I can't just be in the house 24/7 pounding that food and not moving, you know? And if you really look at life, it's like you have to move in order to do anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is not about, like, a lot of people just be sitting around and being like, man, I wish I could sit around and do nothing all day. Like, I want you to think about a life like that, where you sitting down doing nothing absolutely every day. Listen to me. Like I told y'all before, I got out of the military in 2017. And, I got my VA compensation, and that's exactly what I said I was going to do. I sat at the house, I smoked weed, and I just stayed away from people, period. It was like a life of isolation. But guess what happened? I got tired of watching TV. I got tired of playing the video game. I got tired of just sitting down and doing absolutely nothing, drinking beer, and it didn't make me feel like I was in existence. Because I need to be out there. Now that I look back, I needed to be out there moving, getting to know people, making extra money, meeting people that can put me in a position, where I can be successful. You know, just going out to events, 5Ks, running, doing something. I want you to think about this. Like everything you do, like everything you've ever learned, everything the habits that you built, the food that you like, it's been all about moving. And if you never left the house and went anywhere, what would you be? You wouldn't even have a personality. Like, I have a personality. Why? Because I move towards things and people. You know, I move like my family do. I move like my God family do. I move like the military taught me. I eat the type of foods that I went and tried. Like, you cannot be lazy. Life isn't designed like that. Being lazy. And I want you to think about, I'm being honest with you. Like, that's why the world like shuns on people being lazy. Now, am I saying that there's no financial equality going on right now? No, that's not what I'm saying. And am I saying that people are lazy? I'm talking about the people that want to do absolutely nothing and wants everything from society. Don't want to put in no motion. That's where the term comes from. I got motion. I'm moving in the direction of where I'm trying to go, and you can feel this energy because movement shows progress. When you're moving on up, that's where that comes from. Moving on up. Up is a motion towards the top. Down is a motion towards the bottom. Listen to me. If you are wondering right now what's going on in your life, whether you are depressed, whether you are struggling, whatever it is, I want you to pay attention to your movements throughout the day. What are you doing? Because there's so many different avenues to, get yourself off the ground. You could go to mental health. You could drive Uber on the side and make some side income. You could exercise, because we all know exercise, and what is that about? Movement, and it relieves stress. Like, you can't get around movement in this world, and you have to be moving in some direction, right? Either you're going up or either you're going down. Hey, those are the two directions that you choose in life when it comes to your life. I promise you, if you are lacking in something in your life, fitness, physical, mental, spiritual, financial, I'm telling you, movement will save every last one of those things. But you have to get off of the couch. You have to move towards the life that you want. No one's going to do it for you, especially when you become an adult. People are going to expect for you to create your own motion. People can't hold your hand during this process. You got to move forward. Or guess what? You're going to stay in the same place, or worse, you're going to move backwards. This is why they say move with a purpose. So that's the topic of the day. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I didn't get too long-winded on this one because I'm trying to keep it within a certain time frame and trying to explain myself without going too long. Because we know people's attention span today isn't really the best. And that's no insult to people, but the things that we have in place with the TikToks and the Reels and stuff like that, people just want to see it real quick. So long form content, I'm not going to say that it's going anywhere, but the shorter the better. So I appreciate y'all listening. Once again, this is the Brian Wright Radio Show. I'm out.